How many times can a person ask God for forgiveness for the same mistake? How many times can you promise you'll change, then fall again? How many nights can you kneel beside your bed, ashamed to pray, because you know exactly where you failed? I've asked God to forgive me more times than I can count, and every time I wonder why He still listens. I ask God to forgive me again tonight, 'cause I fell back into the same old fight.
Same mistakes, same wrong, same endless cycle.
Still trying to find my way back to the light. I ask God to forgive me
Once again,
for the battles that I keep letting win, but somehow His mercy
never ends.
and He still calls me His child.
Child in me.
I know what it's like to feel unworthy, looking at my reflection, feeling guilty, knowing exactly where I went wrong, but still repeating it constantly. Every yes swore I changed my ways, every prayer sounded almost the same. God, please help me be better tomorrow. Then tomorrow came and I carried the same pain. Sometimes I wonder if heaven gets tired of hearing the same confession repeated, the same broken promises spoken, the same weakness undefeated. Yet every time I come back ashamed, I don't find anger waiting for me. I find grace standing in the doorway, reminding me mercy still covers me. And maybe that's the part I'll never understand.
I ask God to forgive me again tonight.
'Cause I fell back into the same old fight.
Same mistakes, same wrong, same endless cycle.
Still trying to find my way back to the light.
I ask God to forgive me once again
for the battles that I
keep letting win,
but somehow His mercy
never ends.
and He still calls me His child.
Yeah.
I fought addictions nobody saw, private battles behind closed doors, smiled in public, cried in secret, carrying burdens I couldn't ignore. Some days my faith feels strong as stone, other days I feel completely alone. Some days I hear His voice so clearly, other days I struggle just to hold on. But maybe faith was never perfection, maybe faith is showing up again, even after failure and regret. Trusting God can still begin again, 'cause if grace only worked for perfect people, none of us would stand a chance. If mercy depended on performance, nobody could earn His hands. What if God already knew every mistake you make, every time you fall, every prayer you pray, and loved you anyway? Now I realize forgiveness isn't permission, it's an invitation toward transformation. Not overnight perfection, but daily restoration. So when I stumble now, I don't run away from God, I run toward Him. Because shame says, grace says, come home. Fear says you're too broken. Mercy says you're still chosen. And if you're listening tonight, feeling guilty about your past, remember, the cross was never built for perfect people. It was built for people like us.
I ask God to forgive me again tonight,
'Cause I fell back into the same old fight.
same mistakes, same wrong, same endless cycle.
Still trying to find my way back to the light.
Ask God to forgive me once again
For the battles that
keep letting win,
but somehow His mercy
never ends.
and He still calls me His child.
Child in the end.
Maybe the miracle isn't that I've asked God for forgiveness so many times. Maybe the miracle
Is that He keeps giving it.
God, I'm sorry again tonight. I lost another battle in the fight. I tried to walk toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. God, I'm sorry once again for every place I've fallen in, but your mercy keeps pulling me in, even when I fail again and again. I wish I could tell you I've changed completely, that temptation doesn't affect me deeply, that I've conquered every weakness inside and left the old version of me behind, but that wouldn't be true. Some days I still struggle, some days I still stumble, some days my faith feels strong, some days I barely hold on. I carry regrets I don't speak about, questions I still haven't figured out, battles that happen behind closed doors, pain that still lives beneath the floorboards. And every time I think I moved ahead, I find myself revisiting places I left, feeling disappointed in myself again, wondering if I'll ever truly win. But every time I run away, your grace keeps finding me. God, I'm sorry again tonight. I lost another battle in the fight. I tried to walk toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. God, I'm sorry once again for every place I've fallen in, but your mercy keeps pulling me in, even when I fail again and again. I've spent years trying to earn your love, like I needed perfection to be enough, trying to prove that I deserved your grace, instead of simply accepting it by faith. And maybe that's my problem, I keep focusing on my failures, while you're focused on my future. I keep counting every mistake, while you're counting every step I take. I see weakness, you see growth. I see guilt, you see hope. I see the person I used to be, you see the person I'm becoming.
What if God's mercy is bigger than your worst day? What if His love is stronger than your deepest shame?
Maybe somebody listening needs this tonight. Maybe you've been carrying guilt for years. Maybe you're tired of disappointing yourself. Maybe you're scared God is tired of you too. But listen, if God wanted perfection, none of us would be here. Faith isn't about never falling, it's about knowing where to run when you do. And every time I've hit rock bottom, every time life humbled me, every time I came back ashamed, I found the same thing waiting. Not rejection, not condemnation, not anger.
Mercy. Again.
God, I'm sorry again tonight. I lost another battle in the fight. I tried to walk toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. God, I'm sorry once again for every place I've fallen in, but your mercy keeps pulling me in, even when I fail again and again.
Maybe the reason God keeps forgiving me is because He never expected me to save myself. Maybe that's why grace exists. And maybe tonight somebody needs to hear that too. God, I'm sorry again. Rain falling, church piano, deep sigh. Have you ever looked up at heaven and felt ashamed to pray? Not because God left you, but because you promised Him you wouldn't make the same mistake again, and then you did. Have you ever sat alone knowing exactly where you went wrong, wondering if God is disappointed in you. Because tonight, that's where I am. God, I failed God again last night. Told him I'd change, but I lost the fight. Tried to walk straight toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. And I failed God again somehow, looking at my mistakes right now. But even when I'm falling down, His grace still hasn't let me drown. I know what it's like to carry guilt, looking at the mess my choices built, asking myself how I got back here after all the progress I made last year. I thought I was stronger than yesterday, thought I had finally changed my ways, thought I left those chains behind, but temptation caught me by surprise. Now I'm sitting here feeling broken, trying to find the right words spoken, cause every prayer feels repetitive, every apology feels insufficient. And maybe that's why this hurts so much, because I love God enough to hate the things that pull me away, yet sometimes I still fall anyway. And every time I hit the ground, I hear grace louder than shame. I failed God again last night. Told him I'd change, but I lost the fight. Tried to walk straight toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. I failed God again somehow, looking at my mistakes right now. But even when I'm falling down, His grace still hasn't let me drown. The enemy keeps whispering lies, telling me God is tired this time, telling me mercy finally ran dry, telling me I'm not worth another try. But then I remember every story, every sinner covered by His glory, every broken person He restored, every lost soul welcomed by the Lord. Peter failed, David failed, Jonah ran, Thomas doubted, yet God still used them. Not because they were perfect, cause they kept coming back. But if God's love isn't based on your performance, what if His mercy is bigger than your worst moment? Maybe somebody listening feels like me, trapped between faith and weakness constantly, wanting to be better desperately, but fighting battles privately. Listen, failure isn't the end of your story, it's part of your testimony. Because every time you get back up, you prove God isn't finished with you. Every prayer after failure is an act of faith. Every step back toward God is proof His Spirit is still calling. And maybe that's what grace really is, not permission to stay the same, but the strength to keep moving forward after you've fallen. I failed God again last night. Told him I'd change, but I lost the fight. Tried to walk straight toward the light, but somehow ended up back in the night. I failed God again somehow, looking at my mistakes right now. But even when I'm falling down, His grace still hasn't let me drown. Maybe the miracle isn't that I failed again. Maybe the miracle is that God's mercy showed up again too. And tomorrow, I'll get back up and keep walking. But God knows all of it. Somehow, He still loves me. God knows what I did, He knows where I've been, every battle I lost, every secret within, every time I fell down and chose wrong again. Still somehow His mercy keeps pulling me in. God knows what I did, every scar and regret, every promise I broke, every tear that I wept. And even with the worst parts, I wish I could forget. His love hasn't left me yet. people see the version that I let them see, not the chapters hidden deep inside of me, not the nights I live with guilt internally, or the choices that still haunt me mentally. There are things I wish I could erase, memories I wish I could replace, moments I wish I could rewrite, decisions I still replay at night. Sometimes I wonder who I'd be today if I never made those mistakes, if I listened when God warned me first before I learned everything the hard way. But regret is a prison if you stay there, and shame is a burden if you carry it everywhere. I spent years letting my past define me, until grace reminded me who I could be.
Because God already knew, and He loved me anyway. God knows what I did, He knows where I've been, every battle I lost, every secret within, every time I fell down and chose wrong again. Still somehow His mercy keeps pulling me in. God knows what I did, every scar and regret, every promise I broke, every tear that I wept. And even with the worst parts, I wish I could forget.
His love hasn't left me yet. The enemy keeps bringing up my history, trying to convince me that's my identity, whispering reminders of every failure, trying to make guilt become my behavior. But God doesn't call me by my mistakes, He calls me by the purpose He creates. He doesn't see me through yesterday's pain, He sees the person I'll become through grace. And maybe somebody needs that reminder. Your lowest moment isn't your title, your worst decision isn't your future, your failures aren't your final chapter. Because if God only used perfect people, the Bible would be empty pages. Every testimony starts with a struggle, and every victory begins in stages.
He knows every secret, every regret, every hidden wound, and He stays.
So tonight I'm done running from my past, done pretending those memories don't last, done letting shame control my path, done carrying chains I wasn't meant to have. Because forgiveness means more than forgetting, it's accepting what God already redeemed, it's trusting mercy over condemnation, and believing grace is stronger than what I've been.
I still have scars, but scars prove healing happened. I still have memories, but memories don't own me. I still have a past, but my future belongs to God, and that's enough. God knows what I did, knows what I did, every battle I lost, every secret within, every time I fell down and chose wrong again. Still somehow His mercy keeps pulling me in. God knows what I did, every scar and regret, every promise I broke, every tear that I wept. And even with the worst part, I wish I could forget.
His love hasn't left me yet. Maybe that's the miracle. Not that God knows what I did, but that He knows everything and still calls me His child.